Are you looking for answers about extraterrestrials or maybe the true meaning of life? Then you have come to the right place. Welcome to the Ivan Teller online broadcast. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. And for more details, please visit ivanteller.com and learn more about your galactic families.
Greetings all. Can you hear me? Thank you for joining us for tonight's channeling. We're upgrading a little bit for sound and intro and whatever else we can come up with. So, blessings all. If anybody would like to do a blessing, feel free. If not, we'll bring in somebody to clear the air. The other people are in traffic, so we'll send them. If you want to go, Steven, feel free.
Sure, I'll do one. Thank you. Much love to you all.
Thank you. Much love.
Country Hasiana, dear Quantas Roxisa, Utata Hana Hazaning, and Natrati, and Nika Tornisha Torakoshu Shuntra Sanja, Yahanias or Nisa Chikanchi, Shituna, Niandra Wua, Mua, Tinka, Yokosu Wasa.
Thank you. Much love. Okay, plane flying by as usual. Alright, so just do a normal setup and see you guys on the other side. So, much love and have a good webinar. Hello. We are the tall whites. We can give you a blessing of your earth as it goes into a higher frequency. Your nature is your friend, your brother, your sister, your aunt, uncle. Each part, all parts of nature have a heart of love. The leaves have a heart. Let that heart sing to you. You can listen to it. Let it calm you down. Leaves of a tree, the bark of a tree, grass, the green of your earth. is so important for your livelihoods of existence. The heavens watch you, but also your heart is so important to open it. So many live their lives closed. So our blessing to you is not afraid to open your heart, say what you feel. Let the love come into your heart, but also let it share. Let it connect to others as they go into their light body of forgiveness and understanding. We also do have a message for society. Not all tall whites are part of your society. As for governments, many of us are off planet, but we do watch your world, but we do not get involved with violence or disorder on your earth. But many of our species, another species of tall white, yes, is connected. You may call me Simon, but I'm only here for a message. As your earth awakens, so do you. We do know this. But as your earth awakens, your society becomes less violent, is when you'll see more of us around. But you know this. Less violence, more love. Less depression, more love. As you are going, many are maturing. Yes, many are under influence of drugs, but it's not always a bad thing, because at least they have a cheeriness about them. But not always. Many here, which is true, to clear out their karma from other lifetimes also. What a great place to do that at, where there's so much here to squeeze all of that negativity out of your system. Of course, here, and then you have a choice to go into the positive or the negative of this cleanse you go through. That is the toughest test. This whole planet is the toughest test. But so intriguing for us to see from a distance. So much knowledge here, but sometimes overwhelming with knowledge now, isn't it? We send you much love, much understanding of yourselves, your earth, your place of being here, the sophistication of your existence, and your connections to other earths, other worlds, other earths. Your earth, what we call Saturn, is somewhere, at least in our perspective, is somewhere, at least a past Saturn. But many beings are on that planet also. They are around, watching your earth, observing it from a distance, staying out of your way, but observing so much. Of course, there are other worlds such as this where many are observing but keeping their distance for a good reason, to not get too involved. Do not interfere with your elections, with anything, your weather. We do not intervene with any of it. But we do, if you wish for a hand of light, a hand of help, we can do this. But until we are really prepared, as for connecting to your earth, when your earth is fully ready for our visitations, but much violence needs to be ended, as you see. Yes, fly as you do. Yes. What we are is Pleiadian. A tall white is a version of Pleiadian. Your earthlings are, well, you are a version of many beings. You are a mixture of all things, which makes you more fascinating. Well, at least we're all fascinating, but you understand where that's going. As you go into your awakening processes, As other beings have said, much will be remembered, but also much violence and anger will be calmed down. Much depression, if you're going through much depression of anger, your ascension process is not going as fast as you would like. If you have arrogance, also, no speedy process there. So for those that want to understand how to connect to a higher density, the anger, you can have your pain, and you can still be at a higher density. It's how you handle it. It's how much love you surround them. Is what's so important. We send you much love. There are others here to speak to you on a different matter altogether. Blessings to your society and your people. Greetings. You're from Alpha Centauri with a few messages for your society, your elementals. So much noise in the background. Your elementals. Many are from Alpha Centauri. Not much is known of our sector of the galaxy now, is it? There's a rabbit species in our society. Some humanoid, some not. Many of your elves come from our society, our star system, I should say. There are different versions of elves all across the universe. Many from our deck of the woods, you can say, are on your planet at this time. That created your Agartha. Alpha Centauri at one time was a giver of your world to sustain it, to help assist it with sustaining life. Other systems were involved also, but we play a big role, but then we went quiet for some time. To let you grow, to let you know who you are, to let you go into your forgotten state of mind and then to remember as you're going through at this moment. There is a yes. Many of you have imaginations, correct? But realize many of your imaginations are connecting to other past lives. But you know, galactic. At this time, so basically, yes, you have an imaginative mind, yes. But many of the turn of events and the beings that you're connecting to, such as the elephant species, are very rooted in your past. But you understand. When your imagination or your thought patterns, as you might think, is your thought and imagination going together. There is a rabbit species that is very connected to this society, that brought much love to your society in the past, that's been quiet for some time, that will eventually make themselves known. They are not prepared at this time. Your society is not totally ready. But understand this, before I say that. The name I go by for your society to connect is Emmerich from Alpha Centauri. I am humanoid, but I am very flippery like a water person, a fish-like creature, but humanoid, but very scaly hands, webbed feet. That is all you need to know. It is not. Because the reason that we're here to speak of this rabbit species, like if they will continue to connect to your society over time, they are a peaceful race for the most part. They are not perfect. But they are well connected to your other species that are on your earth that you call animals. That many of them are in humanoid shape, such as your pig species, your horse. Yes, you are aware of this. Well, some of you are at least. Your zebra. There is so much activity here. Nobody wants us here, do they? Moment. They are unaware of what is around. But I am digressing. This rabbit species is well connected to your society and Agartha. The rabbit species is very closely connecting Agartha to your Earth in your very long history of past. Yes, you have your elementals of your fairies, your elves. Yes, but the rabbit species played a big part in that also. Many species. The rabbits will eventually make themselves known in your society. Humanoid rabbits there are, but also a walking, talking rabbit. Also, they do exist. But not in your Earth reality, as that might feel strange to some. We do feel that many have an open mind, so we are allowed to convey this information. Because your society is infinite as for information. It is, but not this group, but you understand. Some will say, I do not believe this unless they see it, but then they can bring fear, and then you lose them altogether. They so-called fake in your society because you've been programmed by fictional tales. These fictional tales are programming you with much information to connect to yourself. But your society is thinking that it's all not real because it's so real. More real than you would imagine. Too real for your society, your human society, because you've been conditioned into this mindset of fantasy and real. But yet in your real society, most of you are in a slave type of conditions where you have to go to work every day. Yes, that seems like very real to me, doesn't it? The norm. Not at all. But this money system you will have, we do see it exiting over time, but in a way where it is acceptable by all. But this is sometime in your future, as you know. Your society has much growing up to do, as you can see. But we can convey some of this information to you. If it does not digest now, it will in your future. Won't it? Now it's like, oh, yes. Before the car was invented, people would say, oh, you're just crazy. Especially your cellular phones and things of that sort, your televisions. Before those were invented, everyone called those crazy. So you talk about aliens, we are, yes, you understand, on and on and on. Your society is intelligent, but yes, when you're programmed as a child, it's hard to accept all of these things. Your time is coming. Not soon enough for many, we understand that. So many wish for this heartache to exit your reality. And let the real reality open into your earth so you can finally enjoy yourselves. Ah, yes, there's another being that wishes to speak. Fantasy time is over now. As you might say on your earth, the crazy person's leaving the room, as you say. We send you much love to your society. so much. You are graduating, though. This world that you are living in will eventually thin out. As for belief systems, thank you, much love. You're the silver Pleiadians. You call it time travelers. Something. For a moment, we are connecting. Yes. Your planet is. If you're wondering what I look like, depths will help. It's like a silver being, humanoid, like your silver surfer. We are similar to that looks in some ways, not entirely. We do have a message for your society. We are not quite ready for questions, not at this time. Many of us are around your earth at this time, cleansing it from other beings to get involved too much in it to intervene with your awakening processes. Those in your higher ups, as for what you call educational systems, your teachers, who do feel will be the first to begin to awaken to our energies over time. Because if you are a teacher, you're one to need knowledge, aren't you? Shouldn't you know what's going on on your planet? No, even if that's not the subject you teach. Would you say many teachers on your earth becoming part of this ascension process? As many are consumers, they will be the last ones, not all, but many, to fully understand this ascension process. And these teachers are actual teachers, not one of just a profession, but those that have a mind of a teacher, a spirit, a soul of learning and teaching others to better themselves. You understand where I'm going with this. Those consumers, though, of products, they will be, not to say this is anything bad, It's just saying they'll be most likely the last ones to accept our information of alien because of the mindset of these products that have brought happiness to them. Of course, you have your friends, but even there, if they are not with this, usually they follow their friends, but it all depends. There are different levels of where this will happen, but we do see your teachers on your planet in general, across your world, will be some of the first ones to awaken to spirituality and at least acknowledge our presence here without meaning more understanding than just knowing aliens exist, but to more understand that we are who we are. Where some, yes, like, yes, they're aliens, yeah, whatever. There will be some that would have a more maturity, and many will be led into this direction over time. They are being prepared at this time, the ones that are ready. But they are not quite there yet, but they are moving in that direction. There are others. You wish to connect to my energies. You can call me Ron. In your future time, if there is any need for it. Blessings to your societies. Greetings. One moment. I am Shaw, Reptilian, from another of the Earths. Another version of your planet, more advanced, much more pleasant at this time than yours. Your Earth is connecting to ours. The reason I am here is to connect to you all. You are going in your ascension process at this time. There's different versions of it, different percentages. For every individual, there's a different version of it. But I was going into percentages. It is true, as the Silver Pleiadian was saying, your academic professionals, depending on who they are and their belief systems, will be most likely the ones to connect to our energies because, as they said, they're the ones that need to know about us most. Your politicians will reject us as much as they can. Even the ones that do know us will never make it public. Your teachers will to a certain extent when they are ready. This is why it's brought up. There are others, your scientists not so much, depending. Everyone's different though. We do understand. The reason we bring this up, we have our reasons. In some ways that's encoded with information. I think some of you would understand that. We are happy to answer your questions whenever you are ready.
Yes, Bianca is first.
Yes. Blessings.
Yeah. My first question is, what type of? Oh, my son AJ wants to know what type of angels are around him and how big they are.
Archangel Raphael, Gabriel is there. How big? Sometimes they can be 30 feet tall. At this time, they are around 7 feet tall at this time.
Wow.
Some,
Cool.
some can be very large, some can be very small.
Okay. And my daughter Alize, she wants to know, why is there camouflage spaceships in the clouds?
They do this for reasons because they're not permitted to be seen. Your society is not ready for them at this time. But they are allowed to show themselves little by little in certain areas in your sky, certain areas across your Earth, but mostly they are not permitted to do so. It is for and your skies are much busy with your airplanes also. The last thing you need is a alien ship flying by. So there are many reasons behind that.
Thank you.
Okay, next question. Okay, I am Joe.
Yes.
Yeah, my first question is, most people go insane when they are around me for a period of time. So, my mom's been around me all my life, so I want to know more about her. Why hasn't she been driven insane?
Well, yes, she's immune to all. We've had lifetimes after lifetimes together. And taking this task as mother, you realize is quite a task, isn't it? Of course, neither one of your lives have been all that easy. But you work together to keep each other's sanity, though. So you're the last person that would drive her insane. As normal people would be probably most likely to drive her more crazy, if that makes any sense to you.
Yes, that makes sense to me. I've only met a few people similar to me that aren't driven insane. My second question is, I feel a connection to you. Can you explain my connection to you? And if there's any messages you have for me?
Yes, we do work in astral together on many ships, cargo ships in astral, but not in the same cargo as you call it in this planet, but you understand. Without going into the contents of that, we travel across the universe in astral quite. Yes, we are fast drivers, as you might say. There's so much more to that, as the contents of the cargo cannot be mentioned. But as our connection, even much of what I have to say, I have to keep. Be careful of my words. But as for messages, yes, there is. Your guides are very proud of you and your direction you go. Even if you go into a dark place, they will understand because of all what you've been through. But they do see you surround yourself with light. You are still, your mindset, your heart is in the right place. You might be tested often because there's much there that you ask to be tested by. You understand this. But still, no matter what, you're going in the right direction, no matter what obstacle is in your way. Because your intentions are pure. Which others do not see, as you know.
Yes. Thank you. That is probably the most helpful message I've received yet.
Yes.
That's because I may go back into the darkness.
Yes. But we understand.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Next person is MT.
Hi there. Thank you for being here.
Yes.
Today I purchased a Himalayan salt lamp and a selenite wand, and I used the selenite wand to kind of clear my auric field. I was just wondering if you can tell me, I've only done it once, but what the condition of my chakras are at this point.
They're doing well. It will take several days for this to fully connect to clear the area out. That is good for you mentioning this. For others to follow in your footsteps. To clear the area. As for your chakras, your heart chakra is still needs much repair. But in a few more days, you will feel lighter like a feather to some degree. As much of the darkness has been removed. You will just feel more stable over time. We do see in the next few days.
Okay, thank you. And then I also bought stones that are supposed to aid in particular with recalling my astral travels, recalling my dreams, mental clarity, depression, all emotional stuff that I do have going on. So yeah, that's why my heart chakra is the way that it is. But can I just give a message? Like, I want to make sure that they know that my intention, because I purchased these rocks and I know what they're good for, is that they help me get rid of all of this negativity from the lifetimes past, so that I can move on.
Yes, you are correct. And you're willing to change also. Willing to understand when you put this intention out, you know this already. When you put the intention out to be healed, you will be healed. It might not be instantly, because there's so much there to clear out. But if you wish to be healed, that goes for everyone, anyone across this planet. You will be eventually. Everyone has their own different process.
That was so beautiful. Thank you so much. I love you.
Okay, Omran, you're next.
Thank you. Greetings, Shah.
Great.
How are you doing? Are you fine?
Yes, doing fine. Yes.
I love your name. I just love your name. It's very interesting to me. I sometimes say your name like it just comes out of my mouth. Well, my question is about today's experience I had. I came out of my body and I saw, this was in astral, I believe, and I saw at my book, the book where I make my drawings, and I saw around 10 pictures of different faces of extraterrestrials. Now I can only remember one of them. Can you tell me what this was about?
That you are being cared for. You are going in a direction of mass awakening, but still the understanding of that will take time. Even years, depending on what you're willing to go through to have a full understanding. Your full understanding is there of wishing to, but it might be over too much. Too much information.
What?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I'm sorry, go.
But what these are, each of those beings have a different message. Each of them have a journey for you that you chose to when you're ready. Will follow that journey. There is so much there, though. So much. Go ahead, please.
Yes, thank you. And by a great awakening, well, aren't we all going through this great awakening? Or is it just for me that now I am going through this great awakening personally?
Yes, this is a message for you, but also others also, you're seeing beings that connect to others also. It is not just you, but most of this is a personal message to you, which are many messages. But
Okay.
for all these messages to be said will be over time.
Okay, okay, great. And my second question is about I think I have been receiving different light languages or galactic languages. Can you tell which languages these are? Which, um, yeah, what these languages are I am speaking right now? Because I have no idea what what I'm saying or where it comes from, but I feel them in a way.
There are different languages within you at this time. The Arcturians, the Pleiadians, the Zetas are working with you very much with that. You have capabilities of all different languages: Insectoid, Lyran. But what you are being directed by is the Arcturians at this time, assisting you with this awakening process.
Thank you very much. But I will in future I will speak them all this language that I in.
Oh yes, in due
Yes.
time, yes.
Great. Thank you very much. Thank you for
Yeah.
answering my questions, Shah. I love you. Goodbye.
Okay, Miguel, you're next.
Hello, Shah.
Hello.
Thank you for coming today. My first question is, have I received any infusions lately?
Arcturian and Lyran recently. Lyran is around 2% above of what you have. The percentage of what you have is unknown to me at this time. 2% Lyran, Arcturian is around 5% at this time.
I see. Could you explain what these infusions are doing, if it's possible?
Arcturian is opening up your third eye and your crown chakras, and also opening up to your past lives that have not been noticed before. They might not in this life either, but in time when they are ready to be seen, so you can heal them and let them go, you will be able to see them in a row of what you need and what you do not need in a meditation. You might be able to see this sooner than later. There's different infusions are different for everyone. Your Lyran, what is your Lyran? Is opening up your channel to other beings to make the messages come through more clearly. There's more to it than that, but I will leave you with that is all that is needed to be known at this time.
Thank you. Yes, that I appreciate that.
Yes.
And my second it's actually a request. I wanted to receive downloads to be able to speak light language, and any infusions if they're necessary for this.
Yes. It has been heard. Your Arcturian will be most likely increased slightly to assist you with this request. A half a percentage more. Blessings to you.
Blessings.
Okay, Cynthia, you're next.
Hello, thank you. My first question is, have I had any recent hybrid kids, or do they have any messages for me, please?
Yes, there's a weird hybrid child of yours. I believe in infancy. As for yes, recently born too, it seems. As for messages, the message for about that is the decision you made in Astral to connect more to other beings, and also to assist your children. You have children in this reincarnation, I believe so, correct?
Correct.
Is to assist you also with messages As for it assists you with connecting to your children. There's a reason for all. To go into all this is not for public consumption, but there's much there that is interlinked. To make the job of the mother a lot easier. That is what it means.
Awesome. Thank you so much. My second question is, my daughter is what we 3D call like rainbow child. Is it correct that they come more integrated into this lifetime?
Integrated as for being
Aspects?
yes, in some regard, yes. But also this rainbow child is very open-minded to unlock a lot of what's been taught to her in this time, but maybe not at infancy, not at her age, whatever age it might be. But in her older age, she become more spiritual. Would you see that?
Okay, a follow-up to that. My daughter feels a connection to flowers. Is it true she can manipulate the energy or something?
Yes. Very lovely, yes. And her connection, yes. Now I understand more of the integration, what you're speaking of. Oh, yeah, she's connected to Mother Earth. That's why she's connecting to the flowers, as she is doing at this time. She become more psychic over time also when she continues this route she is on right now. The flowers have many messages for her. She will understand them. The fairies are assisting her with this connection at this time. Very lovely. This helps out with many stress levels in your society, actually. She will understand.
Awesome. Thank you. Yes, she's been getting the messages. Thank you so much. Blessings to you. Much love.
Okay, next person is Emmy.
Hi, Shah. How are you doing this evening?
Yes.
Hi. Oh, yes. My question is similar to Miguel's question yesterday. Am I associated anything with the Super Soldier program?
I do not see this. If you are, you're an outsider. I do not. You have other aspects that are yes, but what's most important is this aspect you're living at this time. The ones that are very close to your aspect, there are different layers of aspects. There is one aspect of yours, yes, but it's very far away. That does not quite infect your timelines. There's nothing to dwell on, let's put it that way. Unless you wish to, unless there's a reason for it.
Oh, I do not want to dwell on it, but thank you for answering. Yes, so my next question is, do the Avians and Pleiadians have any special messages for me?
Yes, you're being guided. You're being guided. That's all they're going to say. You understand this? They can't go into further details. Also, you're connected to many ships. Pleiadian, mostly Pleiadian at this time. And Arcturian.
Yes, I've had a lot of dreams.
Yes.
I've had a lot of ship dreams lately.
Yes. And they are, well, because you've been on them, that is why. But I believe you know this. Yes, you've been traveling a lot recently. But this will go into your 3D life also. But it is kind of hard to end. You will understand it over time. Let's put it that way. That is all.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay, Christy, you're next.
Yes, I wanted to ask another question about Abu Baker and my connection. We wanted to know about working on the hybridization program together, and if we have created any hybrid children together?
Yes, one of your roles within the hybridization programs is assisting with creating hybrid children. Yes, this is one of the people, associates of yours, where you work out the details. Watch each other's back, you can say. Make sure everything goes as it should. So yes, you work with each other very closely, yes. Is there anything else?
Okay. And my second question is, can you tell me my role in other incarnations with Kalask, and what is my role in this one? Because I can write the script when David is channeling them, and I come out with like 5 pages, and I don't even remember writing it all.
It is not necessarily Klask himself, it's his race that you're very well connected to. You're part of the healing process of their society. You're part of letting them, anytime you connect to them, you help them release a lot of aggravation in their society. And you writing these things down is just showing how well connected you are to them. And you're assisting them in healing their society. They've been through much. You understand this, I believe. They've had a history of not an easy existence. You can hear that in their voice as they speak. They're still going through much of it to some degree. They have not let go of the past, same as the humans have not let go of the past. It is very similar to human. But with your connection with them is very Pleiadian. It's different species. You had reptilian lives, but as another species, whichever one that you feel close to, because you were several. You were always connecting to them. You always felt they were in your heart. You could see what they've been through, the positive ones. You know how they. It's just being with them. It's like you're almost, I would not say a medic, but a counselor in many ways. To relieve.
Yeah, I can feel that. I can feel like my healing going to their heart.
Yes. And it's very beautiful for them. They love you for that, and this is something that you are connecting to in this reality, which is saying so much. Because many do not remember any of that. Because there's many like you here, they just don't remember.
Yeah. I have a request too about the other day. I asked about being like the super soldier and leaving too early. Can I request some healing on my heart chakra, because I feel like there's a relationship that's there that I just would rather just have the healing on my heart than dive into and diagnose what the relationship was.
Yes. I understand. Yes. Your request has been heard. Yes.
Thank you so much. Much love.
Okay, Stacy, you're next.
Hi, thank you so much for coming through. I don't know if my question would have something to do with the Elohim, but I was just wondering if I could get some assistance with self-care and nutrition. I'm having a really difficult time with getting healthy again, and I've been really healthy before and running marathons, and I've been really unhealthy, and this time I'm really unhealthy and trying to get better, and I just feel like I'm hitting a lot of resistance this go around, and I don't know why. And I was just wondering if I could get some assistance, and maybe if that would be from the Elohim.
Yes, Elohim will be helping you. What they say is that you don't necessarily have to run a marathon to be healthy, but you know this.
Yeah.
But they do understand where you're coming from. They will assist you very much, where you'll find foods that make you feel more comfortable in your daily
day-to-day life. Yeah, thanks. I feel like the only time I've been healthy was when I was training for something, and I feel like to get healthy again, it's just there's so much work.
Yes,
And it's
there are alternatives to this. You know this. They will guide you. Your guides will also assist you. Also,
okay. Would that be like an Elohim infusion or something, or?
they will. They don't necessarily have to have an infusion. They will send you messages. As long as you're open to it, they will send you messages.
Okay, well I'm open to that.
Yes,
That would be nice.
They say to give it time. It will take you time. It might take you a couple weeks to fully get used to this new way of dieting or getting healthy.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
not where you have to wear yourself out like some do. Some, you understand.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I've just been needing some assistance, so that's good. Thanks.
Yeah.
I think that there's just a lot of stuff coming up. Like I'm releasing a lot and having a difficult time with it. That it's just there's more than normal. Okay, my second question. Thank you. My second question is I was just wondering if my mother's higher self had any messages for me.
First thing that comes through is to be patient for your new way of thinking, your new body. Also, those around you, such as a loved one, a male loved one. There is a transition coming through. It's not going as fast as some would like it to, but it is in movement that is healthy. You will have what you want, but maybe not as soon as you would want it.
Yeah, I'm just really uncomfortable. So, okay. I think I know what she's talking about. Like, if the male loved one is my boyfriend, he's going through a transition, so, with his career. And so I'm just hoping that it'll eventually be good for him and, profitable and what he wants so that he's not stressed out. So, I'm assuming that's what she's talking about. So, thank you so much. Have a good night.
Yep. Okay, 88.1, you're next. Okay, well, I'm going to ask Kathleen's question next then. Damn it. Okay, her first question is, a document from a gray alien stated those of us on Earth are bound here as a penal colony and our souls are blocked from leaving by a magnetic field. Is this true?
There are some that do have this, only because they chose it through contract, but very few. But it does exist, yes. But there are ways around that also. Yes.
Okay, second question from Kathleen is, the pic of my grandmother, who I thought was my daughter, what was that about? Their eyes are identical.
It is like twin souls, similar to that. Twin souls from past lives. They're not necessarily twin souls in this lifetime, but they were in others. So they're just very close connected. That is all.
Alright, I'm sorry, I'm trying to...
Oh, yeah, take your time.
Well, let Steven go next, because I gotta figure this shit out.
Hello. Sorry. Hello, Shaw.
Yes.
Do you mind if I give you a message in Reptilian?
Oh, please do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. My question is, there's this guy I met at poker. His name's Joshua Robinson, and he's a twin, and he's adopted. And he, one second, it's almost over. And he's a twin. He's a twin. His name's Joshua Robinson. He gave me permission to find out about his parents. He wants to know about his parents, and any information that you can give would be greatly appreciated. Two twins, Joshua Robinson.
Yes, they left when he was young, correct? Yes, I believe so. They felt that they were too young to be around a child. They did not know anything. Yes, young abandonment. Almost felt like if they were around the child too long, they would harm the child, not intentionally, but it would not end well. They, at this time, they are still alive, but they have much bitterness over this decision they made. I believe so. I believe they are still alive. It is hard to connect to that correctly. I believe they're still around, but not able to be connected with. I do not see that happening. Perhaps. The father has much Russian connections, but this is bloodline. This might not necessarily be DNA. But there is much Russian in this person, in the male, at least through past life connections. Let's put it that way. The female is more Sweden type, but even that is mostly past life connections. What I'm connected to. That is all I have for the moment. If that was.
Anything's better than nothing. Their account's been closed, so they're not able to get any they're not able to get any information. Second question is so yesterday something weird happened to me. At 6:00 p.m. A school called me. Manuel Jara Elementary School called me out of the blue. I don't have any connections with either one of these schools. At 6:00 p.m. And then at 7:15 p.m., J.P. Elder Middle School called me, and then hung up. Only rang like twice. I was just wondering if there's a connection to this, or what's the info on this, if you have any. Thank you.
It just feels like they got the wrong numbers. They believe that you are a parent, but I believe they have the wrong numbers. They either put the numbers wrong together, or someone gave them the wrong number altogether. I do not see any reason why they would connect to you at this time. But the number sequences that you received, there is much information there. As for messages, it is a way of your galactic family reaching out to you. Yes, this happens often, actually, just some don't realize it. It's like, we cannot come down and talk to you, so we will call you on the phone. But of course, no one knows how to connect to their energies, so they can't always do that. Of course, some might not believe it, but whatever, that is up to them. This connection that you're receiving is more Pleiadian. It's from your father. Is one way of him connecting to you is to call you in that regard. And because it is about an elementary school and middle school, I believe you said it's most like stay youthful in your old age, or as you get older, keep the youth going. Something around those lines. So it was a message from your father, basically.
Sweet, I appreciate that.
Yes.
Thank you, y'all.
Much love to you.
Much love.
Okay, I'm going to do the YouTube now if you have energy for that.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. All right. First question is from Infinite 432 Music. What are my connections with the Zeta Gray and Arcturian? Anya Yell, thank you.
You've had aspects with all of these species all at once, but each aspect is working, but they did not know they were aspect of each other. There was one time in your past lives where you had this, where you wanted mystery within your species, these different species, but you're working with them, building communities, understanding societies. It was one way of doing that. There's much there. You're very close to the Wirans through these species that you mentioned. Building relationships with them. That is all I can answer.
Okay, next question is from Brady Thompson. Question 1. How close to my location are the people who secretly, miraculously manifest, materialize, and heal? And it is possible. Could you tell me who they are or give me their phone numbers in a dream? Yeah, that's a stretch.
They are 5 miles away from where you are, but connecting to them would be kind of impossible. That's all I can give you at this time.
Alright, Michelle, you're next. Go ahead.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah.
I am feeling really strangely, like I was feeling excited about my move, and I'm feeling strangely not excited about my move. So I wondered if something shifted in my universe. And there's something I need to be apprised of.
What it is, you're going through challenges, but not ones that are. It's because not a bad thing. It's just that you're taking on a little bit more than you expected, it seems, and that's why this has shifted. It's not just you that shifted, but yeah, it's your galactic universe around you has shifted, has gotten more complicated because of this other person you're connecting with, but not just that person, there are others also.
Oh.
There are also other beings around that do not want you there, but also many that do want you there. You will find peace there. What you are feeling also is with the elementals in that area are getting used to your energies, and this will assist you in making this more of a pleasant place to be around.
So it's just fear. It's
Yes.
not bad.
Yeah, it is not bad. I do not see bad, just different.
Okay. I'm curious. I do a sleep app every night, and lately I am getting very little deep sleep. So it's showing me basically that I'm up all night. When the app measures the level of sleep, am I in astral doing things when I am not sleeping?
Yes.
Or am I in astral doing things when I am in deep sleep?
You're always in astral, awake and asleep. In a sleep mode, you do connect, more of you goes into that astral aspect while you are asleep. So some will say, yes, you're more easy to get along with. That's not you in general, but others are easier to get along with astral than when they come back into human. It's like, oh, we're back to human again, aren't we?
Right.
But yes, you're doing all through the day. That's why some feel tired all the time, because you're doing much in astral.
Right. What kinds of fun, exciting things am I doing in astral? This is a question I've never asked, so I'm curious.
You're with the Pleiadians a lot. Part of their nature, healing, part of healing with nature with the Pleiadians on their worlds. Era is one of them. There are others. You also connect with the Lyrians also. And that is much in song. I always see song around you.
Wow.
That is with Pleiadians and with Lyrians. With their earth, you help with the assist, help, whatever word you want to use, with the vibration of their planets to keep it in sync. You're one of them. There are stuff. We're not doing this by yourself.
Interesting.
One of many.
So when I'm in my car and instead of listening to the radio and I'm toning and singing songs that just come to me, is that connected?
Yes.
Okay, great. Thanks. Blessings.
I can answer a few more if there's anything left.
Yes. All right. Carolina wants to know: are there any questions you would like to ask humanity? Are there any questions you'd like to ask us?
Yes, yes, the violence on your earth. Why must it be a thing on your world all the time? We understand it's going to happen. But on your planet, it's a daily process.
She meant personal questions, not questions you already know the answers to.
Personal questions, like for individuals, I'm not here for this. That would be for another visitation.
Alright, next question. Is there anything you would like to know about the humans?
That is a question. Anything I'd like to know?
That is the question.
Not at this time.
Alright. Alright. Well, I have to tell you, I'm getting pretty tired.
Is there anything else? If not,
No, I just ask you to. I'm getting attacked right now, so.
So, Joe, can I ask 88 ones?
You can ask whatever the fuck you want. Whatever.
Okay. So, I feel my family, this is from 881SM, I feel my family might possibly come to make more trouble. Feels like somewhat soon. Is this a true feeling? Thanks.
yes, it is true. Yes. That is all. I don't have anything else to add to that.
Great. I think that's the end of the questions. Much love.
Much love to you, Joe. Okay, Joe.
What?
Is this Joe or somebody else? Do you have any messages for us?
Yes, I do.
Who are you?
I am God. You pathetic little creatures. You squabble around on your little planet. We watch you, every single one of you. We find it so humorous. You give us much laughter, which you perceive as joy. It is control. It's control. You're doomed. You have no hope of escaping this. None.
So that's the God is love part?
What? The fuck are you? Huh? Really?
Anything else, God?
God? God. Yeah, whatever.
So was your message.
What?
I know Joe can hear me. Joe should kick your ass out.
Joe is dead.
Uh-huh.
Yes. We are in control now.
Okay, God.
God. Yes. God is you. What extreme are you willing to delve into? Yes. We are who? What?
Continue.
Yeah.
We are who we are.
Shall we want to do a toning?
Yes, get rid of us as soon as possible, Ivan.
Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you all. Next one's Friday night. So blessings.